So, yesterday, remember, we have learned how to draw one planet yesterday, and that was Mercury. So, after Mercury in our solar system comes Venus. So, let's learn how to draw Venus, and so you can follow along, and I'm going to show you how to draw it right now. It's going to be very fun. So today we are going to be talking about Venus. This is how you write Venus. Venus. That's the second planet from the sun. Right? So we are going to write second. You're going to draw it by doing this. You're going to start by drawing a circle. It's not very big, but it's not very small either. So I'm going to go around it again. Well, you can do a better job than Miss Nina. So it's the second planet from the sun. It is the brightest of our whole solar system. So Venus is the brightest planet in our whole solar system. So imagine this, if you go outside and it's very dark, you can see moon very clearly, right? Then if you look, the second object that's very bright, it's going to be Venus. Now the color of Venus is, on the surface, it's gray. And she has a lot of thick clouds that make it look like it's white and yellowish and orangish and brown. Now, if you were standing on Venus, on the surface of Venus, and looking around, those gray rocks would actually look orange. So, I'm going to use orange to start with our paintings. I'm going to paint the whole thing orange because Venus is orange. If you were standing in there, it has lots of thick clouds of gas on top. That's Venus's atmosphere. It traps all of the sunlight and doesn't let the sunlight go out. That's what makes Venus so hot as well. All of the clouds that she has, it traps all of the sunlight. So I make it orange, and then I'm going to add all the yellow I can in there because it's supposed to be bright yellow. Add all the yellow you want. And a little bit of brown, so a little bit of streaks of brown here and there to represent some forms of her thick clouds. There we go. So that's how Venus would look like if you were looking at Venus from the space. So we said Venus is the second planet. It is the hottest planet. So I'm going to draw the thermometer, and we're going to draw it red because it's very, very hot. It's the hottest planet in our solar system. Red thermometer. Now it's the brightest. So I'm going to do some lines like this. It is not the sun, not sun, but it's very bright. It is not sun, it's Venus, but it's very, very bright. Now, that's why we're going to add more brown to it. So you know that this is not sun. Sun is here, right there. And this is Venus. Now, as I said, all of Venus's surface is covered with thick clouds, and everything would look orange if you were standing there. So if you were standing on Venus and you looked around and you brought your friends or you brought your mommy and daddy inside, everybody would look orange because of all the clouds that there is. Now it's second brightest thing, as I said. And what's so important about Venus is that it's the second rocky planet. So it's rocky planet. It is not a gas giant. Even though it has lots of gas in the atmosphere, it still has the rocks, rocky ground that you can stand on. But we're not going to be going to Venus because it's very, very hot. So you cannot live on Venus either. Well, that was about Venus.